Okay, the video managed to turn itself off, but it's a good job I checked without going too far. This is for whoever needs it. Good morning. It's a lovely, lovely morning. What is it? Oh, is it Saturday? I think it's Saturday. If it isn't, it should be. So, what I'm going to do is, what I'm in the middle of doing, or what I just started doing, is I'm just turning over every 7th card. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is the aim. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of ones. Nice one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that's the end of the hangman, isn't it? Thank the Lord. My attitude is gratitude. What else would it be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh. Well, hello there, Daddy Warbucks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ace of Cups. 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, no. Oh, nice. Oh, I love that one. Oh, Leo. 2, 3, 4, 5. What do you need to know that you don't know? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, end of the cycle. Hold on. Okay. What's at the bottom? Oh. It's the end. Well, let's hope it is the end of that. We was Poe. Right. So, I don't know about the angle. Moving the bag. Actually, you're in at the moment. You're in a black leather bag in the front pouch pocket. It's the only way I can get that. It's a little better. Well, hang on, so on the hail. That's a bit better. Can I do that? Oh, God. Hello. We have the technology. Okay, I'll do that. So let's have a little look-see. Something I recently learned from... Oh, by the way, I obviously have cleared a safe space, no negative energies or entities, nothing from downstairs, and everything from upstairs. There you go. Oh, look. Sold a lot. So that's coming into... so we're going to have one for now, and then one for how we exit. Well, that's St. Michael's sword, isn't it? Divine protection, cords cut, breakthrough energy. Oh God, I got this one. Just from whoa. You see that? You see that on there? That's my grandmother. When you're ready, come on, let's have one look. If it doesn't come out this time, I'm just going to count the 7th card, okay? There you go. No need. Ancestral realm, karmic release, healing the lineage, boundaries. Wow. Isn't that peculiar? Because it looks like that sword's coming down there, isn't it? That's like the DNA healing secret. Is it a healing secret? I'm not medical. So we have a little peek of what's at the bottom here. Orion activation, supernova, recreation, renewal, rebirth by late. Nice one. Ooh, that's quite fun. Yeah. Well, by the way, this is the gateway of light activation by Kyle Gray. It's a one, and these are so sexy to shuffle. You know when some card, oh, these are just gorgeous to shuffle. So. What I've got here is the mediumship training deck by John Holland and Lauren Rainbow. What a fantastic name, Rainbow. So, but this is for whoever needs it. Let's look at. Well, these are different ways of tapping into like divine energy. Let's see what's going to help you now. Bop bop, and then what's going to help you as you leave the cycle. Okay. And then we'll see what your biggest strength is. Let's see what your biggest strength is as well. We'll have 3 of them. I'm not going to rush this one. This is going to be it. And my legs sticking to the plastic chain. Oh, what should I do? Shall I do the 7th card? No, crap. Let's have a little. I'm going to ask the pendulum. Okay. How are we going to do this? How shall we proceed? The question is, shall I turn every 7th card? Let me see that I'm not needing anything. Do that way. Which around is yes? Oh, I moved that. Let me see. Oh, that's actually very painful. I had to come back from Bristol and Glastonbury. Which way around is it? That's enough of that, thank you. So this is yes. Back around. Shall I turn every 7th card? Okay, I'll shuffle them out. Mars is a mediumship. Okay, what's your biggest strength? Self-connection. going forwards. Nature's healing power. Shall I take that? I'm taking that. I will, but I'll do another one. Nurturing myself. Yeah, I'm into that right now. Why not? What's on the bottom? The invisible shield. And so, I just bought this. I bought this in Glastonbury yesterday. I don't even know the name of it. I'll dig the book out shortly. I'm gonna have to ask them to turn that down. It's difficult when it might be religious and you do it. It's like, oh, you're insulting my God kind of thing. Well, that landed on that, didn't it? I'm going to take that. Could you turn that down a little bit? Just turn it down a little bit. I'm trying to record something. Oh, is it that? Is it that? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. Okay. Oh, sorry. Thank you. Thanks. Sorry for that. So that's that. And we'll have one for the X. It doesn't. No, what I'm going to do, not one for the X, so we've got one for that. I'm going to have one to help you over the highest hurdle. I've changed my mind. Good to be unpredictable, isn't it? Because actually, when you're too predictable, the thing about when everyone knows that you're honest, and then everyone knows what the truth is, they know where you're going to go, so they know where the honeypot is, so they'll gather around the honeypot and they'll slash you as you approach, because you're predictable. You make yourself predictable by being honest all the time. I'm not saying don't be honest. I'm just saying be unpredictable about how you get there, how quickly you get there, the route that you get there, and I would move into silence. Because you actually put a target on your back, and when you become predictable, people can just, it gets like fishing in a trout farm, doesn't it? Really. And people take advantage of it. You're the low-hanging fruit, then, aren't you? So. Chop it up and change it up a bit, so people can't, people can't forecast your behaviour, movements, la la la. What's this one? Frog. Every time a critic says you have the voice of a frog, to your side I rushed. That's for the name. Okay, so we're building this up a bit. Now, I don't know which deck to use for the second go around, so let's do this. Which deck are we going to use, please? Which deck we're using? Okay. Looks like that one. So, let's get going. Because the skeleton I did every 7th card and it was all quite steady. when these fly out, I mean, if 2 fly out, that doesn't matter. It means they need to come out. Whereas I just like one for the bone structure, and however much muscle or flesh you want to put on it, or wants to come on it. So we're starting off with the wheel at the bottom. So what comes on top? Oh, what I love about this is the magician or the alchemist. So this is your core energy right now. Oh my goody aunt. Okay. I mean, look, we've got 3 major arcanas right off the bat there. So you've got somebody working very hard. And this, I mean, I think this is one of the most inspired tarot cards ever. Whoever designed this. Because you've got 13, 14, 15, 16, then basically after that run you get the tower, and the tower and sort of death rebirth sort of go together hand in hand. Then what's on the other side of that? What's on the other side of that tower? Well, it's the star, or the Aquarius card. But, I mean, it's like, oh yeah, but I've got to do that. Oh god. It's the process you have to go through. But it says so much. I love it. I mean, it's very foreboding, isn't it? But you think, well, just keep your eyes on the prize. And then that, as well as being Leo and maybe a two-faced Leo, where are we? Because the magician normally has the lemniscate on it. Can't these people close doors? This is slam. Well, the magician, look. There you go. They have the lemniscates, or the infinity symbol, or an 8 that won't stand up. Let's put it that way. So I think that's on 3 cards, isn't it? Out of the 78, that lemniscate. I mean, really, it's your core energy. We've got that. I mean, we've got that as 2 out of the 3 here. But that's. Oh, I didn't bring the book. I left it in the gym. I can't remember which other signs it's for, but at least, obviously, this is Mercury, and it's first decan Sagittarius. I'm sorry. I have made this. Whoever needs it, but that is first decan Sagittarius, or the 8 of Wands. I have to say it because I know that because I am that. But I love all these planets in the background. It's just but this is the Sufi tarot deck. I love it. I really love it. Oh look! Oh, there it is. I've just found it. If you turn that like that, that's that figure of 8 there, isn't it? So that's a lemniscate on there. I'd never found it before. I just found it now. There you go. Pop. There you go. See, every day a new discovery. So your core energy. some people might say you're plotting, but actually no, you're planning your next move, or manifesting, or or putting a plan together, right? About making this change and making sure you do the right thing at the right time. And why wouldn't you? Because you've got to get this right. This is huge. I mean, it's hugely important right now. Okay. Now, the reason I paused when I saw that card, we got card number 13 here. Card number 13 there. So I'm just going to put that one on top of that from there. So your core energy is getting ready for this change. And then what's the issue? This thing? Well, that change. I mean, that is pretty huge, isn't it? Good job you're preparing for it. Oh, what do you mean? Oh, well, nobody told me. That's where your intuition comes in straight. Oh, there we go. Right. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. God. This is so good. Okay. So this change. Oh, don't make me become an Aries, please. Not anything but just stand in your Emperor energy. Bring you the Ten of Cups. Sorry, that's my grandmother's birthday card. And what I love about it is Sagittarius is rainbow, like the Rainbow Bridge, and that's swirled around in this Ten of Cups. That makes me just feel. My grandmother died when I was 6, and sadly I don't remember much about her. But this card, this is the card that makes me feel very close to her. I love this card. And it's the 3 of Wands, waiting for your ships to come in, which is obviously that second decan, Aries. So we've got 2 cards for Aries here, and one for Pisces. Oh wow, so that's the end of Pisces. Oh, end of Pisces, then straight into Aries. So that's almost like the wow. Oh, so then that's the if you did it like that, the way we have the zodiac at the moment, you got Pisces 10. Then you have the end of the year, as it were. Then you start again with the Emperor, and then that's Emperor. So if you call that Emperor Decan 1, Aries. Decan 2. So actually, you've got a flow there, haven't you? Well, if you see what I mean. If you catch my drifteroo. Do you dig a roo? Ah, dig a roo. And that's not an original from me. That is from the wonderful Peppermint Tarot. And I diggeroo-scoo. You are a wonderful, wonderful lady. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to get that one and that one out, and we'll just do this line here. All right. Let's go with that one first. So your aim. 8 of coins, that's the 8 of pentacles, that's focus. He's going to come dancing down here, isn't he? I could be dancing, yeah. Instead of hammering some shackles down. Ooh. So what are you focusing on? Somebody decent for once in your life. Getting your hands on that money. You're the only person who hasn't had your hands on it yet. Everyone else has had a go at it, haven't they? Apparently. But did you go chasing it? No, you didn't, Saj. And I'll tell you why. Because last year you were called a gold digger. But the only gold I dig is I dig it out my own mine. So any gold that I do dig for is mine anyway. I don't want other people's gold. I'll make my own gold. I'm perfectly capable of doing so, and so is everybody else. Dig your own gold. Don't look at anybody else's mine. So you got called. Saj got called a gold digger. Also got called a prostitute and a drug dealer. What else did they get called? So anyway, this Saj thought, well, do you know? And then after that came, someone's nicked your inheritance. And I thought, oh, here we go. So you go from being called a gold digger to someone who's being hard done by and your inheritance has been stolen. So if you went chasing the money, it would almost, it was going to bounce back to, you're a gold digger, or you're out, you're only out for the loot, aren't you? So I thought, oh, very nice. I thought, well, if it's meant to come my way before I get round to looking for it, then it'll come my way, won't it? And so and there were so many echoes around YouTube going, Saj, they're nicking your money, they're nicking it. I thought, well, fine. Well, they've been nicking it for years, haven't they? So, what gives? And basically, if whichever financial institution gave the wrong person my money, then they better have insurance, hadn't they? Because if anything that was due to me legally, I would like all of it, and I will get all of it, and compensation, because they messed up. Now, whoever it is, they're going to be a big financial institution. They will have insurance for examples like this, and they'll have to pay up because they messed up. So I thought, well, there's no point in chasing it, because one way you'll get what you deserve. I had other things to do, which was battle a lot of illegalities. Oh God, here we go. Emotional blackmail. Oh God, here we go. Emotional. You couldn't make it up, could you? Do you not want to be part of the family again, Sagittarius? But whilst I look that way, no, I don't. Queen of Swords, Libra. No, I do not. You're not even my mother anyway, are you? Or whoever this is. You're a lying, nasty old woman. So, down here, this is the energy needed to get through the current up to your aims. But look, I always think, well, in Britain, we have a thing where when a football team wins the cup or the league, they go around their city in an open top bus, and everyone goes, yeah, woo, much well than you. So they sort of like parade around. And this, what a fantastic, it's slight, they could have done a better face on that, She looks a bit Botoxed, doesn't she? Anyway, let's not take away from the thing. But isn't that lovely? She's obviously quite Sagittarian. But she's not, she's 6. Well, she's Leo. Is a Leo pretending to be a Sagittarian? But it's about success, recognition, actually letting people appreciate you, let it in. Because we have a terrible thing in Britain, where if somebody said, "Oh, that looks great," and you get, if somebody gives you a compliment, and they get, "Oh, well done," you go, "Oh, you're nothing." Or somebody says, "Oh, that looks nice," and you go, "Oh, this old thing," and actually, any positivity coming our way, we sort of like swat it off, as though it doesn't matter. But actually, and it's a big failing in our society, because when I spent time in America, when I studied there, you thank people or you congratulate people, and they go, oh yes, and they grab it, and they stick it to themselves. And in Britain, we ought to do more of that. Otherwise, people will stop making compliments. And actually, accept a compliment, because all you have to do is go, instead of going saying, "Oh, don't be silly," and swat it away. It's just as easy to actually, cup your hand, take it, and actually put it to your heart and go, "Oh, bless you. If that's ever so kind of you to say so, thank you," and actually accept it and feel good about it. It's a big problem in our society in Britain. Let's make change. Anyway, that's just an observation. So what have we got? What have we got going on this six of wands? Oh, no, just stop. Okay. Let's go. Oh, we got half the... I can't do this. We've got half the deck out. Hang on. Let's have a little look-see anyway, but I'm going to put them back. We did it. Oh, here we go. Oh, should I take them? There's a Ten of Pentacles, Chariot, King of Pentacles. Do you know what? If they're supposed to come out again, they'll come out again. I can't do all that. Okay, Six of Wands. What's coming out on the Six of Wands? I'll go again. Oh, I love this lady. That is such happiness. Isn't she pretty as well? She's a beautiful, beautiful woman. It's like she's levitating. I love this. And for me, that says dowsing. That's the feeling you get from your hand when you're dowsing with pendulums. And look at her face. No, I can do it. I can do it. And it's not showing off. It's just like, wow, I can do this. And you're proving it to yourself and nobody else. It's like, wow. And she's holding that. Do you remember in the Olympics? Was it the 1936 Olympics? Was it Jesse Owens? I can't remember. And everyone called, I mean, this is a horrible expression, but it was called the Black Salute, because when he got his gold medal, which the Germans hated because it was a black guy in their very white Olympic Games, and instead of sort of like doing what they expected him to do, he actually shoved his arm straight up like that and did what we call like the Black Salute, and good on her. I hope I'm not using the wrong terminology, but she's a lady of colour, or she's a black lady. Oomph, that's her salute, that's her culture. Why not? And that's what I love about this deck. It's a multicultural deck, so everyone can relate to it, rather than pasty white guy in sort of Plantagenet clothing. Why not? Fantastic. Good on you, sweet cheeks. Love you. Oh, have you seen what's coming out there? Star card. Oh, it didn't hit the deck, so I can't take it. Let's have another go, so give it a chance. Well, Page of Pentacles came out before, didn't it? Yeah, okay. That's enough. We've got half the deck out here. Oh, we've got another card for Libra, haven't we? Oh, right, so this is quite a complicated one, isn't it? So, let it in. Let it in. And this is a lady who's not worried about using every curve of her body, not to abuse it, but she's very aware of her curves. She's very aware of the power of her curves and every single movement or that she does. And why not? Because people are looking at her, because she looks good and she's very powerful, and she knows. It's a bit like Princess Diana when she had to swing her legs around to get out of the car, otherwise the press would put the cameras up her knickers, you know? She knows. She knows all the tricks, and she knows how to get the right angle. So this is about, yeah, you've got to use all your guiles. It's something's coming up with you, you've got to use all your guiles. There you go. Well, and it's something to do with money, let's just say. And it's been a long time coming. I think this woman is quite sinister, because this is Libra, isn't it? I don't like that smile, because it says, I mean, to me, this is my kind of justice, and I'll deliver the justice that I want to. No, she should have her hands off those scales. She shouldn't have her hands anywhere near those. The scales should be balancing themselves, and not her. Oops. Because let's look at this. Because underneath is that shadow side. It's almost like she's feeding that shadow side her kind of justice. And it's her kind of justice that, you know, I don't like it. I'm not too fond of Libras at the moment, but that's me for you. I wish it wasn't so, but it is. So, oh, Aquarius moon. Move in silence. Get a plan and stick with it. Hubba hubba love love. Maybe. Okay. Who knows? Well, what's nice? I mean, pages and aces, same shit really. So you got a king and a queen, you got a 9 and a 7 and a justice and everything. Yeah, okay. So shovel that in a bowl, whisk it around, you'll end up with that. You know what I'm saying. Okay, so let's get on with this. Let's do this one first, it's easiest. So whilst you're doing this, so this is the issue, Masters of Mediumship. Well, that door's opening up to you, isn't it? Someone forgot to lock it, Zach. Okay. Pause on me. Okay. Many pioneers, scholars and tutors in the field of mediumship and psychic sciences have paved the way for aspiring mediums. Much can be learned from mediums from bygone years to assist you with the unfoldment of your spiritual abilities and develop them safely and wisely. You can gain many insights from the invaluable wisdom and knowledge of those mediums that have dedicated their lives to serving spirit. You can learn from different styles and facets of mediumship, but more importantly, you can understand how they lived and handled their everyday physical lives whilst using their gifts, talents and abilities to help others. There's a whole load of names. Are just some of the great pioneers who have dedicated their lives to spirit. Researching some of these past mediums, as well as studying present-day experienced mediums and teachers, will help you gain inspiration and guidance. Be discerning and choose those who resonate with you. The ones you consider to be authentic and who treat their work with the highest regard. Don't emulate them, just learn from them. Be yourself and ask spirit. Please help me work the way you want me to work and not the way I want to work. Yeah, very. Yo diggity. By doing so, you're opening yourself to new ways of learning as well as new experiences, and you'll become a wiser medium. So, next one. Sword of Light. Divine protection. Cords cut. Cord cut. Snip, snip. Breakthrough energy. Sword of Light. Sword of Light. Should be sunk in the sword of light. Here we go. Okay. Pop. 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 Okay. Let's see if we can do speed reading again. My mouth's working today. When is it not? Okay. Divine behaviour. The sword of light is the main energetic tool of Archangel Michael, the Prince of Heaven. His name means he who is like God, and he is considered the source's right-hand man. He is the archangel who has chosen to guide and protect all light workers. Anyone who is feeling called to make a difference on this planet can be guided and supported by him. Now, Archangel Michael is a temperance angel. Big link there. Supposed to be, anyway. Be a lot of people shouting, no, he isn't. He's Taurus, or he's Gemini, but anything but that. The sword of light has been pictured as both a spear of light and a light. Oh, don't a lightning bolt. I love my lightning bolt. Okay. Either way, it's a powerful symbol of truth and spiritual power. Even though it is carried by Michael, it can be invoked by all those working in the light to help them move beyond blockages and limitations and to sever cords of fear. Joan of Arc invoked it when she was going into battle. Visualize yourself engulfed in golden light. Say, sword of light, thank you for cutting the unnecessary cords that bind me to fear. I stand in truth and light, fulfilling the call of my soul. Your message. When this card comes to you, know that it is confirmation you are walking the path of light and responding to pre-incarnation soul contracts to make a difference on the planet. It is also a sign that you have the opportunity to sever connections to fears and limitations. Energetic cords bind us to situations, loved ones, and even the past. You are in a transition. Oh, you've got the death card twice. But you are in transition now and detaching from unnecessary connections, dramas and fears. Know that there will be a great severing at this time, and you might feel isolated nothing new there, isolated for a moment, as you will be reconfiguring your circle of trust. No need, there's only one, and it's me. It's going to stay that way for quite some time. And moving into a life that is in greater alignment with your highest good. Know that the cords that bind you to loved ones and soul family will remain intact. No. Oh, hang on, to loved ones. Well, there aren't any. That's good. That was quite a quick thing. Loved ones. How many loved ones have got to chop out? None. How many friends have got to chop out? None. Well, why did you hire the sword from Michael then? I don't know. Look good. It was on offer. Okay, I love my soul family though, I really do. It's only the lower vibrational connections that are being severed. Expect breakthroughs and doors of opportunity opening for you. If you feel strongly connected to Archangel Michael, know that his energy is with you now. And also with you. Ain't that nice? Ain't that nice? Okay. What was the other one? Eagle. Now, what I love about Eagle is, this is just a purely personal thing. My grandmother, her name was Catherine, but she liked being called Kitty. Her maiden name was Griffin, and a griffin is half an eagle, half a lion. So it was like the king of the beasts of the land and the king of the beasts of the air, if you see what I mean. So, and what did they protect? They protected gold and all kinds of important bits and pieces. But then when you think about a griffin, its sort of cousin, let's say, is a phoenix. The phoenix. So phoenix and griffin sort of have a lot in common. I might knock the focus slightly because the book about that is in my bag, so can I do it without jiggling the what's it? Oh, there it is. I shouldn't have really used these cards because I haven't really even looked at the book yet. I thought, oh, here we go. The Druid Animal Oracle. Philip and Stephanie Cargon with Bill Worthington. So, there's the eagle. Oh. Frog. Frog. Crane frog. sure E comes in between. Oh, it's probably in a different one. Okay, where are we? Yeah. Is it eagle there? Oh, here we go. Oh, Gaelic name. Iola. Sounds like an airline, doesn't it? Oh, yeah. Intelligence renewal. Renewal cut. Oh, we've got transformation here. Page 82. Wow. I love it when all these different decks sort of conspire to run on the same theme. Okay. Go and have a look at that. Have a good look. Have a good look. It's four whole pages. Yeah. Oh no. Okay. I'll do this very, very quickly. The card shows a golden eagle flying in front of the rising sun. Have a good go. The card shows a golden eagle flying in front of the rising sun, indicating its association with the east, the realm of intellect, and the element air. Oh dear. It is a time of lunar sun, which is the Celtic, because the Celtic god was Lu, L-U-G-H, wasn't it, which means light. Lammas. L-U-G-H. So that's the occasion, but that's his name. I think he was the head honcho god, wasn't he, in Ireland? And the landscape below shows the harvest being gathered in. On the horizon, the peaks of Snowdonia. Well, that's Wales, isn't it? Okay. And we can just make out the eagle's secret lake of renewal. In the foreground is an oak tree. Oak is king of the... So we've got king of the forest. The eagle is king of the birds. And if you add a griffin to that, then you've got king of the... the oak and the eagle are both associated with the god Tyrannus. Oh God, I've got goosebumps, isn't that crazy? Tyrannus was, I think he was down in Cornwall, wasn't he? He's, this is just throwing me. Tyrannus, the druid Jupiter, and the god Lu. Oh, here we go, yeah, all together. Tyrannus, Jupiter, who was said to have transformed himself into an eagle, which put us on mighty earth. Isla helps you to see your life in the wider context, enabling you to make decisions and chart your goals with clarity and objectivity. A powerful ally, it is courageous and strong, and draws its power from the sun. If you will allow the eagles to work for you, it will bring you a sense of purpose and the courage to see this through it, enabling you to venture into fresh territory with confidence. It will allow you to detach yourself from everyday worries and cares, and will enable you to grasp subtle concepts. The eagle, when accepted, will also show you the way to renew and rejuvenate yourself by demonstrating the art of plunging. No way. Plunging. Yesterday I could have done with a plunge pool. Very sticky. I told me vertigo will kick off there, right? But what I'm loving here is renew and rejuvenate yourself when we've got the death card twice. I mean we've got it's just it's all tying up. We don't do reverse, okay. I am that's a bit ABBA, isn't it? I am eagle, I spread my wings, flying home. I am an eagle on a rock. Hello, that's Shirley Valentine. Hello, rock. Behind the mountains lies the secret burial place of King Arthur. Oh, no one will ever be able to violate. Oh, here we go. Hey, do you fancy a trip next week? Because it is guarded by two great eagles. These eagles are renowned two druids who are shapeshifters into eagles on constant patrol. There's a well saying the eagles are creating whirlwinds on Snowdon. The weather magic. Their ability to shapeshift is recognised by the Scots as well as the Welsh. Three score druids. So a score is 20, isn't it? So that's 60 druids. gathered his eagle to sit on Beltane on an island rock around. Well, there's a nice. I'd never heard of that tradition. Oh, you should see. You see the hair on my arm. She's just going crazy. In Gaelic, the eagle was sometimes called that Eye of the Sun. This picture of the eagle as a solar bird is also found in North America. Carl Jung noted that the Native American Indian takes on something of the sun-like nature of this bird when he adorns himself with its oh, I see, that's the thing, okay. The feather crest is a crown, which is the equivalent to the rays of the sun. The kings of Ireland and Scotland wore plumes of eagle's feathers, and the Scottish clan chiefs wore 3 eagle plumes in their bonnets. Owen! That's nuts. That's absolutely nuts. Because somebody said to me, for what it's worth, for the 2 people that watch my videos, you need to get, a thingy. What's it called? Oh, a logo. Get yourself a logo, they say. Oh, you need a logo. And I was going to use, and actually it's funny because this, if you look at that, I did use this before. There's a picture. If you do that, actually the other way around, or that is Arwen, and it's about 3 things coming together to create one. So it's like the focus of power. Or energy. So this is like a mirror Arwen. And then this one. Oh, nice one. It's a druidic symbol. Yeah. 3 bars of solar light. And because that's the symbol I'm going to use for my trademark thing. So if one of the 2 people who actually watch my videos, but they said you best copyright them or something. I don't really understand. It sounds sensible. Rejuvenation and renewal. Irish tradition, the Adam and Eve eagles. I mean, you can read this. I'm just going to skim read this. This thing in the Bible. Spencer's Fairy Queen. See, this Fairy Queen book comes out all the time. It's stuff that I'm reading. It's referenced all the time. This Fairy Queen. I'm going to have to read it. Symbol is the ego, the intellect, the superego, the conscious self, the highest. Okay, blah. The eagle and the salmon. The eagle is one of the 4 most frequently mentioned birds of the ancient Irish and British tradition. The raven, the swan, and the crane. So you've got 4 big boys. King Arthur. There's all. When I grew up, I completely missed all these King Arthur legends. I'm going to have to read all the King Arthur stuff as well. The eagle is one of the 5 oldest animals in the wild. To win Alwyn's hand in marriage, it struggles to complete 39 tasks. The great free Mabon, the Celtic divine youth or son of light. Mabon. To do this, they must seek out the oldest animal of the wild. They visit an ancient blackbird, the owl of Moon, who listen to the eagle of Moon. This is great an ancient eagle. Okay, the Pictish symbol of the fish. The Pictish, so that's Scottish symbol of the fish eagle, found carved on ancient stone in Scotland, maybe touching symbol of the fish eagle. What is that? Should we have a look? Let's ask these people here. Picture. Yeah, let's do it this way. Pictish symbol fish eagle. Does that mean anything to anybody? It looks a little bit like the Two of Pentacles, doesn't it? Two of Pentacles and the Z backwards, whatever that is. And ooh, that's an arrow cut. It's almost like that's in the celestial constellation stuff. It's like Cygnus, the swan, isn't it? Bump coming down, which is actually looks like an arrow. So that could be Sagittarius coming down to grab the Two of Pentacles. Who knows? What does it all mean? I don't know. If either of you have got an idea, let me know, won't you? Put me out my misery. What does it mean? All these pictures, I mean, the graffiti. Catfish? More of that later. It's interesting. Okay, so found maybe touching on the importance of this. Okay. Math sound. Another tale in the Welsh collection of the new gifts. It's a gift. Griffin has a curse put. Okay. So, ready for this. Math, son of Mathonwy. Another tale in the Welsh collection of the Mabinogion recounts how the supernatural being Lulio, gifts, has a curse put on him by his mother to prevent him taking an earthly wife. But Liu's uncle Math and Gwydion, a magician, conjure a wife for him, a woman of flowers called Blodawyd. She, however, is unfaithful, and with her lover tries to murder Liu. As he is run through with a spear, Liu gives a great cry and turns into an eagle, which flies up into an oak tree. Later, Gwydion discovers the eagle, and striking him with his magic wand, returns Liu to human form. Liu gifts the bright one of the skillful hand. The bright one of the skillful hand is the Welsh variant of the Irish solar god Lugh. And in this story we see again the eagle's association with the sun and with the Druid festival time of Lugnasan. I've just learned a whole lot there. I'm going to have to do a bit of homework on it. Wow. I'm loving this book already. Okay. So that's this lot done. It's time for siesta, isn't it? Okay. So the energy going out is this feeling stuck, this hanged man. And what's he going to take with him? Good. He's going to take. Let's see. He's going to take the Nine of Pentacles with him. So let's take what comes out is the Ten of Pentacles. So he's going to take the Nine with him because that's already you've already achieved the Nine of Pentacles. So you're moving forward with the 10. You're going to take that pesky Queen of Cups with him. Cool. Third deck in Gemini. Okay. So what's coming in? King of Pentacles. Oh, what's the Nine of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles? That's good enough for me. Okay. what do we get? We've got the King of Pentacles, we've got a Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is Capricorn, isn't it? Hello, Capricorn. Page of Swords. I'm sure I'm not the only person who struggles to actually like the Page of Swords. But when you look at it positively, it's something, you know, I always think if the Page is like Harry, or Prince Harry, and the Knight is like Prince William. You know, Harry, you know, he's just knocking around really because he knows he's never going to become king. He doesn't have, a bit like Princess Margaret really. But actually, you know, there you got all your ideas coming out. You know, you listen to it, you're reading your book, and you write. Without even realising it, you're tightrope walking. So actually, you're getting stuff done. This is the positive side of it. But that Page of Swords is people's sticky beaks in your business, isn't it? Which can actually, I mean, this is quite amazing though, isn't it? The two of the cards are being stuck. Hangman. And that one. And funny enough, we've got that coming up. What do you need to know that you don't know right now? So you're stuck. You're stuck. Sorry, look. Okay. And the Knight of Pentacles is kind of being a bit slow, isn't it? I know it's not stuck, but it might as well be. So. Time to get a wiggle on. I mean, the message of this is get a wiggle on, because if you walk at that pace, people, well, I mean, like I was saying, if you make yourself predictable, to actually make yourself unpredictable, then maybe you can clear this nonsense here. Because, you know, people sticking their beak in your business and you're becoming stuck like that, it's because you've been predictable. I said that earlier. So be unpredictable. Let's get a thing for that. I'll do this from this, so we're not restricted to any old card can come out. Let's just check this. Okay, so let's have an extra clarifier on this. Oh, no, we can. Oh, God, no, man. Somebody doesn't understand. Oh, we got 11. Well, if you think about that, that's safety, security, and being stuck in a house. You're going to be housebound, maybe. I want another one. Well, I would like another one, please. I'm just going to get the Magician off the bottom. There you go. Let's have one more, please. Oh. Maybe that's being a bit stuck as well, isn't it, in your head? Oops. Well, there you go. If somebody keeps you stuck long enough, then what do? You shove everything you can into what you can carry and you get out the door because you're sick of the lies and the secrets. And maybe Pisces. What you can't fit in the bag, you do without. You walk out the door with your head held high. Ooh, funny that, I just did that yesterday. Sorry, if that's what's coming in, I'm really sorry, what was you doing? Right, so, okay. So to summarise all this in one bumper sticker, we've already had this, haven't we? King of Swords here. No, King, wherever it is. King of Swords. Make a plan, stick with it. Make a what? And to what? A wine. Ooh, we managed to catch the 10 of Swords. 10 of Wands in it. Oh, just had that. No, not there. So, plan. Well, if you've got a plan, it's to prevent that, isn't it? That indecision. Yeah. So you don't be doing that halfway through the job. You actually, this confusion is going to be sorted out before you launch yourself onto it. Yeah, and it will stop that as well. Because these are all things that actually can blow you off your course if you haven't got your plan. Ah, there we go. 5 of Cups. If you haven't got a plan, that's grief, that's argy-bargy, and that's confusion. What else have we got? We was Poe. But yeah, I mean, all this stuff that. Oh gosh, 555. 555. What's the other 5? 5 of diamonds. Swords. Clear. If we go. There we go. King of Pentacles. We just had the 4 ones here, didn't we? Okay. So let's put the King and the King together. Just going back, and anyone can use this link. Basically, the Magician is first decan Sagittarius plus others, but Sagittarius is the King of Wands, and the link that I can make with that is I am an Aquarius moon and Aquarius North Node, and so in order to learn how to defeat a couple of enemies, I had to learn how to shapeshift into air signs, keep the king status, but go across, go sideways. And I played around at being the King of Swords because there was no point in me fighting with, because I'd always fought with fire because it's King of Wands, bam. But I was fighting 2 air signs, and I thought, well, I'll come and fight you on your home turn. So, and actually, when I fought them, the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Cups, funnily enough, the Queen of Swords, I mean, this is quite an amazing picture, because the Queen of Swords was so set in her ways, looking in one direction, thinking, well, there's no king behind me because I'm the queen and I'm queen and king together. But actually, hello, surprise, when I popped in behind her and actually just shoved her in, poked her in the back, she was like, panic, and that's how I unsettled the Queen of Swords. Didn't like it. And that's when she got very vicious back towards me. Because you shouldn't be here doing that. Well, sorry though, here I am. Don't tell me what to do. It didn't go down very well, but there you go. But what's nice, actually, is it encourages you then, well, you've done wands, you've done swords, have a go at pesticles. Why not? You're really king of anything. Why not? And then we've got the 555. So it's to prevent all of those. I mean, they're not, the fights are very difficult, aren't they? So to prevent all that nonsense there, and bring you that stability, because I mean, that's where the energy changes, isn't it? And to bring you that stability and security. So basically, that's the sandwich filler. That, through the journey, will bring you this, to be top and tail. So the environment, well, this possible new relationship is coming up. Let's see what it's all about. There are no cards left for the next person, will there? Oh no, I love that. There's a song, I know many people have sung it, but my favourite version is Dusty Springfield. It's like the windmills of your mind. It's that Fibonacci spiral, it's like the conch shell. It's beautiful. I mean, it's beautiful. And just look at that head held. Oh, she's got an age thingy. And I love this staircase going up as well. It's just, this is a beautifully designed car. Well done, your design. It's stunning. Stunning. We've got a bit of a landscape there, haven't we? So as the oh wow, we've got Ace and Ace. So this is almost like telepathy, isn't it? You're part. There's things coming in and things coming light. And it's almost like a messenger, isn't it? It's almost. Have you been speaking telepathically to your other half? Just taking those two cards in isolation. That's just a question. Don't spare the horses. It's time for talking telepathically is done. You got to meet. You got to meet. You got to. It's time to face to face and explore. So don't stop. You can't do that if you're going to come together with somebody, can you? But you can bring all your experience of this into the relationship. You probably both will, because you've probably both been like that, haven't you? Oh, just burn it. Go on, burn it. Go on, burn it. Yeah. So everything up until this point. Go on. It's all been. Oh yes. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Isn't this lovely? You got the Five of Pentacles here, the Six of Pentacles there. So even though it's just moving up one, at least it's progression. It's progression. And actually, that's my favourite. I hate my favourite. That's the colour I love the most. It's like the Hermes burnt orange colour. That's like the flower of Venus, isn't it? That's actually pasticle. So that's the stage that has been sat on. So I know this is cups. Knight of Cups. Yeah, Knight of Cups. But there's something about this bridge, which is very Sagittarius, and you've got a bit of a rainbow in there. I just connect with that, you know. No, what's this one? Soul connection. So the strength here. Oh, it's just with this in mind about possible telepathic with your other half. The same energy that makes up the stars in the sky, the same energy that's coursing through the universe, is in each and every one of us. We're all made of the same energy, and as souls, we're always connected to everything and each other. It's not always easy to see others. It's not always easy to see others or ourselves as a soul or a spiritual being. We're often too caught up living in the physical world and forget our very own divine nature. This card encourages you to appreciate and see people on a soul level. This will help you express the love through your heart and experience interactions with others as a soul. It may be somewhat hard at times, especially when meeting difficult people. But what you're doing is trying to make a soul to soul. Try to relate to them from a divine perspective instead of responding purely by what your eyes see or your ears hear. By doing so, you will see the real person and appreciate the goodness inside each and every one. Most of us, 99%. Occasionally, that divinity, that goodness that you know is there, may be buried deep. Sorry. Very good. Keep digging. Due to past hurts, protective lawyers. So I said layers. Oh, my fingers. Or life conditioning. Seeing others as a soul first will help you to open up your heart so you have a better connection with the people here. In doing so, your compassion will be significant. It will significantly enhance your spiritual connections to those in the spirit world. Cool. Nice one. So, what have we got on top of? We've got many to choose from. Oh, God. Hello. Not your cups, not your cups. There's a how you do. And this is your strength. Oh, wow. Hey. Is it, I mean, that almost looks a bit like a unicorn with that thing going out there. It might be Pegasus, who knows? Which is part of Aquarius. I mean, I wouldn't kick him out of bed for dropping crumbs on my pillow, would you? So someone's prepared a picky nicky. Half man, half horse. So you can find a bit of sag in everything, can't you? I'm not crazy about those flowers though. They look very petrol station, very gas station flowers, don't they? You can teach them that. And also, I'm from Yorkshire, and there was a War of the Roses in Britain in 1400s, 1500s, and it was between Lancashire and Yorkshire. Now, the emblem for Lancashire is the red rose. The emblem for Yorkshire is the white rose. So if anybody gives me red rose, actually this is a good time to say this, isn't it? Don't bring me red roses because it's an insult to anybody from Yorkshire, okay? You don't give people from Yorkshire red roses. You do not, I'll repeat that, you do not give people from Yorkshire red roses, right? You do not give people from Yorkshire red roses. Yellow's lovely, white's beautiful. Pink, okay, fine. Not red. Not red. One more time? I'm going to take that because it was going to stick with me. Oh, I don't know. Someone you can mess with. Okay. So, your biggest hurdle is doing the right thing at the right time. We've got that. Oh, we got that here, haven't we? Okay. We'll come back to frog. So let's see what. Doing the right thing at the time as you're carving your new way forward till So you got two cards for Leo here, anyway. Good old fire sign. So whatever it is, it's going to bring the ultimate. I mean, that's a beautiful card. I love all the colours in that. So let's put that down there. So what we're trying to do is bridge this Queen of Pentacles. I forgot what sign it is. One of the earthy ones, isn't it? And the Nine of Cups. Well, we've got the Ten of Cups here already, haven't we? So. Okay. So it's more about this Queen of Pentacles thing. So let's see what the frog's got. Let's see what the frog's all about. Lost gun, sensitivity, medicine, hidden beauty and power. Basically, a lost gun. Lost gun. 62. Have a good look. It's a little bit like the Temperance Angel, isn't it? 1 foot in water, 1 foot on land. But he's not pouring cocktails. Okay, let's see. Sensitivity, medicine, hidden beauty. Oh. This card shows a frog crawling from pool, frog spawn, traditionally considered a powerful medicine. Oh. To the right grows frogberry. A cranberry. Oh. I didn't know that, did you? Cranberry frogberry. And frog spindle or orchid. I had no idea. To the left, magic mushroom. Oh, those mushrooms. They're very toasted. My bin is absolutely full with mushrooms. How do you know it's... Oh, hang on. I've got the wrong way around. I won't tell you that joke. Frog stools. Ah. He unites the elements of water and earth. Ah, here we go. The elements of... Isn't that amazing? He unites the elements of water and earth. If you hang around long enough, it all comes out, you see. Bringing joy and delight, leading you to a sacred spring, considered magical by shaman, companion narrator, the frog can help you sensitivity rather to healing, and to sound through your skin and your whole body. Oh, that's interesting. And you can put them in a pan of water and heat them up, apparently. You can't put them straight from cold to hot, but actually if you put them in water and heat the water, they can almost get to boiling point. They can survive in almost boiling water as long as you... They adapt very well to changes in temperature. They can cope with it. Nothing is what it appears to be. No, tell me. Life is more fun than you at first suppose. There is a hidden beauty and hidden power in all of nature. You feel safe to go this running into. I'm just getting a blur of it because you're probably dragging on about it. I just can't even see it. How long? Okay. Look for you. Do you know? 'Tis not where the frog is. 'Tis not where water is. The frog or whatever. Forget about that. Water was considered sacred by the Druids. Anyway, very good. That's some bonus. Witchcraft and poison brewing. This is a new... So this is what people are maybe throwing at you. For this reason, witchcraft and potion brewing, a witch is familiar, who would croak warnings of danger to its mistress and the totally becoming good. Oh, Eye of Newton, do of tone. Familiar of the witch. I'm going to get it right again. What is an eye? Rheumatism in front of you. Sore eyes. That's amazing because I just posted. There's a wonderful reader called Astraea 5D, and I just put on there about when somebody doctored my eye drops and I had to go to the ER in the London Western Eye Hospital. I literally just spoke about that just before I started this. Wow. Ooh. A further connection with milk is found in the image of Luxuridia, depicted with a fox between her. I've never heard it called that before. Oh, that's totally dirty. Frog print. So cool. I'm just going to have to flip through the rest of this because I know this is dragging on a bit. From Brittany. Ooh! It's a power. A dark grey or light brown stone said to be found in the head of the including Unfortunately, no, but okay, Crepandia, Borax, Stellan, and Buffonite. The Progress Hope and Otter and Fox all carried this year. Oh wow, I didn't know that. The Otter and the Fox carry magical pearls. The adder leaves the serpent stone and the totem. When old carries magical properties in its head. These objects at one level crossing over from the animal to the moon, rendering the transit. I never knew that. Oh, hang on. Between the frog and the goddess, telling of the healing of a mother queen and her 3 daughters. I'm going to read this again later. Oh, both tales demonstrate the rich rewards that await those who are able to make a sacrifice out of a desire to heal. I'm going to read this. I'm going to have to read this whole book, aren't I? They're cutting corners. So, what do you need to know that you don't know at the moment? I need a cigarette, so this might be very quick. Ooh, managed to catch the 8 of swords. Lovely. All of that, totally. Okay, 2 of swords. Oh, I got the 10 of swords instead. Oh, great. 2 and 8 together makes 10, I suppose, isn't it? So, oh wow, there we go. Nice one. So whatever it means, 10 of swords upside down, but hey, 2 of swords being stuck temporarily until the moon. Oh. Okay. That's the end. 2. It's a very Tippi Hedren moment, though, isn't it? Well, it's 3rd deck in Gemini, isn't it? What do you need to know that you don't know now? I'm going to say if you stay, because here we were talking about ways of not staying stuck, weren't we? And their focus was actually on how not to stay stuck. So what do you need to, if you stay stuck, then you make, this is the whole thing I said earlier on, that you being predictable, you make yourself a target for other people to get you stuck, and then they can sabotage you and stick that. Yeah, I think that's where I'm going to go with that one. Don't be predictable. Otherwise, that will happen again. You'll get stuck, because we've had that twice. For everyone. And then Gemini can come in and stick the knife in yet again. Because they can't resist it, can they? Because, I mean, obviously, that should be down there. Everything's out of place. It's not everything is as it seems. Everything's out of kilter. It's a bit ridiculous, isn't it? But you can probably, literally, this will all just go drip off the side if you focus on your north node. Get to your north node. Get very comfortable. Get to your north node. If you're not already in it, get to your north node and get comfortable in it. Right. So come on to those afterwards. Bop. Run that on. Right. So cycle completion. How can we get out of this quagmire that we've been in for however long? With these snakes and rats. Oh no. I can't do that. I'm not even going to look because actually it tips the whole lot out. It's interesting to see which ones wanted to present themselves. The 10 of Wands, Tower, 3 of Swords. Okay. So Wiggle. Not until. Here we go. I should have taken that. Oh, there he is. So the end of the cycle is coming quite quickly if you want it to. And the vehicle is there. The vehicle by which you can get to the end of the cycle, get over the finishing line, and then slam the door on it, and it's there. Find it and use it. So that one, next one, and team up. You don't have to do it by yourself. No? Oh, that's nice. It's expensive. Okay, it's expensive. That's a nice one. Okay. So finishing nurturing myself. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to do that so you can read it. And that one next here. Okay. So influences off. Then that is ancestral realm. I'll read this and then we're done. So ancestral realm. Done. Okay. Okay. So, in every incarnation, we have been blessed to be part of a lineage that helps us live our life and embark on learning experiences. And for hundreds and even thousands of years, those who have walked the earth before us have prayed for a better life. We are an answer to those prayers, even though they may no longer be on the physical plane. Our ancestors are living through our choices. Our ancestors, to whom we owe an awful lot, are living through our choices and experiences. None of our ancestors had it perfect, neither do we. After all, they were human too. They made poor choices, they had mistaken views. Many of their intentions were honourable, many were not. All of this is held within our ancestral lineage, as are many beliefs, ideas and limitations that are outdated, fear-based and even harmful. All these karmic energies can hold us back, but when someone decides to walk the spiritual path, whether they realise it or not, their life becomes an answer to their ancestors' prayers. When this card comes to you, your life is an answer to a great ancestral call. Connect. Place your hands on your heart and say either internally or out loud, great ancestors, earthly lineage, soul lineage, thank you for bringing to my awareness this karmic blockage, these karmic blockages that are preventing me from reaching my greatest potential. This card initiates healing on all levels, but particularly on the family line. There may be some ideas and beliefs in your family that you find limiting or negative. Downright disgusting, actually. Know that they need not be your truth. No, they're certainly not. You have the opportunity to go beyond the challenging energies of your family lineage. If you are in a particularly challenging time or facing energies that are harsh and even overwhelming, the energy of your ancestors is with you now. They are here to hold a sacred and safe space so that you can rest. That's actually nice to know. Your ancestors are surrounding you now. They are here to seek forgiveness for any harmful decisions that were made without full awareness and for any negative effect those are having on you now. If you have found that a particular family member has been difficult, all of them, or a relationship has been negatively impacted because of situations or ideas that stem from the past, know that a great cleansing is taking place at this time. The ointment for the wound is the energy of forgiveness. I did all that. This isn't about accepting what happened as fine, but realising that the energies of the past no longer govern your present. It's about choosing to create your own happiness and live from your own heart. Keep your boundaries strong, but be open to carving out a new path. Lovely. Well, if you made it this far, there's a prize in the post on the way to you. I hope you've enjoyed, because actually this, I'm going to have to suffer my own thingy. I'm going to have to watch this back myself. This is actually, the link-ups between all these different decks have been quite fantastic. Anyway, have a lovely weekend. Take good care.